From WNEP, the news station, this is News Watch 16 at 10.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight on The Deuce. I'm Sofia Ojeda. In Wilkes-Barre, hundreds of people came out for the St. Patrick's Day parade, and many watched as a special tribute took place. A disabled veteran was honored during the festivities in Wilkes-Barre. News Watch 16 Suzanne Goldklang was there and has the touching story. Well, a bit of snow made the St. Patrick's parade in Wilkes-Barre look a bit like Christmas today. Not quite the holiday where you expect a winter wonderland, but hey, green and white do look pretty together. The snow started as a few flakes, but then it turned from a flurry to a full-fledged shower as the parade got into full swing. But the folks we met along the parade route seemed to have fun with it. This was the 32nd annual parade and featured plenty of Irish dancers, bagpipes, and other community groups wearing the green in Wilkes-Barre. And in Schuylkill County, the snow flurries didn't stop this parade of sorts to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It was the 38th annual Pottsville St. Patty's Day parade. It attracted hundreds of revelers from all over. The parade had fire trucks, local bands, some dogs there, and bagpipers. Folks living here say it made the town lively and brought smiles to kids' faces.
Just the excitement it brings to Pottsville, you know? Good time.
The parade began on 12th and West Market Streets at 11 o'clock this morning and ended at the Humane Fire Company. About 300 marchers participated in this year's St. Patrick's Day parade in Pottsville. It was a sea of green in New York City today. An estimated 2 million people gathered for the city's annual St. Patrick's Day parade. Bagpipers, marching bands, and floats all made their way down Fifth Avenue. Spectators came from all over the world, but most had one thing in common. They were sporting green in one way or another. Crowds waved Irish flags and cheered despite the chilly weather and occasional snow flurries. This is the 252nd year for the parade in New York City. Well, flurries didn't stop all those folks from celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and there's more of that white stuff on the way, right, Michelle?
All right.
In other news tonight, new at 10, a fire destroyed a home in Lycoming County. State police say it happened just after 6 on Broad Street in Montoursville. Here are pictures sent to us from a viewer. You can see flames shooting out of the house. Fire officials tell us the blaze started in the back of the building and caused the roof to collapse. The house is a total loss. No one was hurt in the fire, but a dog was rescued from the flames. No word on what caused the blaze here in Lycoming County. Flames tore through an apartment building in Scranton this afternoon. 11 people were forced out when the blaze started around 2:30 on Cedar Avenue in the city. One person was taken to the hospital. Crews tell us the building will need to be condemned. There's no word on what sparked the fire in Scranton. Fire wrecked 2 homes in Columbia County today. Flames broke out just before noon at the house on Wart Street in Bloomsburg. The comm center says the 2 homes were fully engulfed. We don't know yet if anyone was inside at the time of the fire or if anyone was injured in Columbia County. 5 people were forced out of their home after a fire in Luzerne County. A mobile home in Cunningham Township was destroyed after authorities say the furnace exploded. It happened just before noon today on Fire Hall Road. No one was hurt after the explosion in Luzerne County. Police in Wilkes-Barre are still looking for the person who shot and killed a man early this morning outside a bar. Police tell us a man was killed around 2 this morning in the parking lot of Local 88, a bar along Poplar Street in Wilkes-Barre. Police have ruled the shooting a homicide. The victim's name has not yet been released. Authorities say the shooter took off. Police are now looking for a blue Nissan Altima, last seen heading up Blackman and toward Interstate 81. Police do not believe the shooting in Wilkes-Barre was a random act. An ambulance carrying a patient crashed hours ago in Scranton. The crash happened on Pittston Avenue in the city around 3 this afternoon. Authorities tell us the ambulance and an SUV collided. According to authorities, there were 2 injuries other than the patient in the ambulance. No word on how serious any of those injuries are. State police say there was a 20-vehicle crash here in Luzerne County today. The cars collided around 12:30 this afternoon on Interstate 80 East in Denison Township. 3 people were treated for minor injuries. No one was seriously hurt. Authorities believe the crash in Luzerne County was weather-related. Police also believe the bad weather played a role in a crash involving 6 vehicles in Monroe County. The wreck happened around 1 this afternoon on 80 eastbound around mile marker 294 near Tannersville. No one was seriously hurt in the crash. Traffic on Interstate 80 was backed up for quite a while, though, after the crash. 2 people are dead and 17 others were injured after a bus crash near Harrisburg this afternoon. Officials say the bus was carrying a women's lacrosse team from Seton Hill University. The head coach, who was 6 months pregnant, was killed. Her baby did not survive. The bus driver also died. Authorities say 23 people were on the bus headed to Millersville University. There is no word yet on the cause of the crash in Cumberland County. 3 people were taken into custody after police in Berwick found drugs at their home Friday night. David Fenton, Courtney Fairbanks, and Timothy Rodenhaver were taken into custody after officials say they found heroin and money in the apartment along West Front Street in Berwick. Police also say 2 small children were in the home at the time. All 3 people are locked up after the drug bust in Columbia County. Well, still ahead on the news station, keeping with the St. Patty's Day traditions, a sight that will leave you green with envy. Details coming up.